So, turns out I can't add the song because, ready for this? Because I have listener support enabled. So with listener support enabled, it won't allow me to add the song for you guys to listen to, but definitely go over to Spotify and check it out. I'll make sure to add the link. And also go to YouTube and watch the music video, and I'll also add the link for that. I did not know I could not add the song because of listener support. But hey, if you'd like to support this podcast, you can do so for as low as 99 cents per month. Have a good day.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Time for BL. This is the podcast where we review movies, TV shows, novels, and comics, all in the boys love genre. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Todrick Hall's song, Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels. Lips, real. I just skipped some words because I was like, I don't want to say that word on here. I'm trying to keep it clean. So Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels. Why did I choose that song out of all the Todrick Hall songs, especially since there's F***G, which is a song I will not say the word for, the name for, because I personally don't believe I should say it. The reason why I chose this is a song that the whole family listens to. Like, I'm not even kidding. You guys know I have kids. Like, this is we are on the road because we're going to the park. Like, we're playing that, we're dancing. This is in the house, we're dancing. And it's just so much fun, especially when he came up with the quarantine edition, gloves, oh gosh, scrubs, you know what. The quarantine edition was just so much fun as well. We have a lot of fun with this song. Why am I reviewing this song? Well, I mean, I'm sure it has, I want to hope that all of you have heard this song before. I hope everyone's heard of Todrick Hall before, but if you haven't, he is a YouTuber who started back in the day doing a lot of parodies of stuff. So there was Beauty and the Beat, which that was my introduction to Todrick Hall, my husband's introduction to Todrick Hall. We were just like, this is awesome. Then he would do little sketches like the Hunger Games, but it's like a ratchet edition. Yeah, where Katniss Everdeen just watch it. And he also did Cinderfella, which maybe that should have been my review. But Cinderfella, which basically Cinderella is a dude and the prince is, should I say who the prince is? Spoiler alert, the prince is Lance Bass. Now, if you were like me, you grew up with NSYNC, Lance Bass. And there we go. So, how the Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels, you obviously know what I think about it. What do I think about it? Obviously, I love it. It's a fun song that the entire family can listen to, the entire family can dance to. We have a lot of fun with it. The music video, oh God, that music video. So it starts with Todrick Hall walking into a building. I'm not even joking. When I start playing the music video, my kids see, they just see the triangle, and all you see is them jumping up and standing in line, ready to do the dance. They think they know the dance. It's not the dance. That's not the dance, but we'll pretend it's the dance. And, you see him walk in, and then you see other dancers join him on the set, and they're all dancing together, and it's an amazing choreographed dance. It's really good, and everyone is in different colored gloves, and everyone comes out in their group with their different colored gloves and shoes that match and necklace and tight black ensemble. Now the video isn't without controversy. So one of the things I noticed when I was watching the video, I recognized one of the dancers. He was on an episode of James Corden where it's that dating thing where you swipe left and swipe right. And he was so popular, like people loved him so much. James Corden brought him back for another episode, but this time he was the one getting to choose who he would go on a date with. So I saw him, I recognized him. I was like, oh my god, he's in this video, that's amazing. Then I found out, and this is where the controversy is, and I'm going to bring up F Star G for this. So one of the dancers in F Star G, so it was two backup dancers, the one with the hair, basically came out and made it known that for the Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels video, none of the dancers were paid, is what he said. I'm going off of his tweets. He said the dancers weren't paid. Todrick Hall, this is where I get kind of like, I don't want to talk about the people themselves, but this is where I kind of go, should I be supporting him or not? But Todrick Hall uses dancers who are not represented, I guess, or who are not a member. I don't live in LA. I guess there's a dancers guild or something. I'm a gamer. Is it a guild? But yeah, he uses dancers who basically don't have that kind of representation where he can be like, hey, come dance for free and you get exposure on my YouTube channel, that kind of deal. And it was sad to see, like, finding out that, especially the one dancer I recognized, who I was like, oh my god, he's in this, amazing, great for him, he's getting paid. He's not getting paid. That's basically what I learned in that moment. Like, he's not getting paid for that, and that was really sad. It's still a really good song, still a really good video. There's a great remix with Ciara, with Ciara, and that I love the remix as well. And my hips are sweat. That's a great remix as well. So here's the thing. If you listen to this on Anchor, there is a way on Anchor for me to put the song in the episode. Now, if you don't listen to it on Anchor, I don't believe you'll get to hear that. I'm not going to lie to you. So if you listen to this on Anchor, you will actually get to hear the song played. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But yeah, I'm going to be adding the song onto this for my Anchor listeners. So I hope you enjoy that as well and dance and have fun. And, you know, I love this song. I really do. And I really want to support the artist, but I really also want to support the performers, the dancers, because they really worked hard. It was like very well choreographed. And they did it in heels. My favorite comment that was made, I was watching a reviewer talk about that video, and he was like, how much you bet not every single dancer in that is gay? And I thought about it. I'm like, every dancer could be gay, but he's right. Not every single dancer is probably gay. Like, a lot of dancers probably just came in like, oh, I dance in heels and I get paid. Yeah, I'll do it. Like, well, wait, no, they don't get paid. Conflictions. But yeah, it's such a good video though. It is such a good video. I would say definitely check it out. I'm hoping that in the future, nope. He already came up with a video after that controversy looking for dancers to audition, and he was looking for people who don't have representation so that they can get in that video and get exposure. Yeah, he ain't paying people still. We all gotta earn our money somehow, I guess. This is like one of those things where you're like, I want to see you strive, but at the same time you're like, but please pay your dancers. Yeah, the dancer though that is an F Star G, as well as hair, nails, hips, heels. He did stand out to me in that video, because one of the things that he was talking about was Todrick said that he stood out from that video, and that's why he wanted him in that video as well. And he did. Like, he when watching Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels, I was like, oh wow, look at him. Like, I noticed him too. He definitely is a standout. So I want to see him excel as well. I do. Now the video itself isn't necessarily it's not like when I was talking about Cosmo Jarvis Gay Pirates, where it was like the storyline and stuff. This song doesn't really have a storyline. It's just basically saying I'm a bad bee and you want to be like me. That's what this song is, and that's why I think I like it so much. It is something I can play when I'm like, you know what, nails, hair, hips, heels, my fat lips real. And I just have to say, there's a part in the song where he goes, head, shoulders, knees, toes, don't know these. And it's just so funny watching my kids like head, shoulders, knees, toes. Like, and I'm like singing really loud so they don't hear the rest of it. Like if we're in the car, don't know these. Woo! And they're just like, yeah, I'm like, yeah. That's what it is. But this is, to me, it is a fun song. Like, it's just a fun song to sing, and it is like a very, it's being sung by a guy. It's talking about nails, hair, hips, heels, and how your body look, and that you're 10 and you're 1 and you're, you know, like all this stuff. So it falls under. It does fall under things I would review with what it represents, and I just want to see more of that. What I love about YouTube is that so many, because think about it before, who was on TV as singers, what they had to look like, what they had to act like. You know, everybody's like a manly man, and if he's not a manly man, he still had to have girls surrounding him. Like, think of Prince. Prince was sex appeal. My mom thinks Prince is the sexiest man. Well, he's no longer alive. Was the sexiest man alive. Like Prince, Michael Jackson would just turn his head, and I would hear my mom swoon. Like, whoa, like that's those were, so like even men that did not fit like the masculine macho man, they still had this aura of like, even if there's some femininity in there, they had to have the sex appeal with it. And now we have, because of YouTube, artists who are just themselves, who just perform, who can be openly gay, who can be, you know, openly bi, pan, whatever it is, who are non-binary. You had non-binary performers. You have Sarah and Tegan. Is that their name? I can't believe I forgot them. But Everything Is Awesome. Like, you have them. Like, they were on the soundtrack for a really huge movie. And, you know, it's just awesome to see that, because we're living in this new era, this computer age. Are we in the computer age? What age are we in? But we're living in this new era where, because of YouTube, so many people have access to so many different things, and our minds have been opened, and we can like watch and listen to artists who are openly gay, and they can, you know, do well and not have to hide their sexuality. Because when you think about it, even back in the day, Boy George wasn't out. Boy George, who I'm watching like, do you really want to hurt me? He's gay. Mom, he's gay. No, he's not. That's just his character. Mommy, he's gay. Like, that was a conversation. That was actually a conversation we had. And then, of course, when he came out, did he say he was gay, though? But he came out as something. I really don't care what, because I'm just like, he's a person anyway. But when he did come out, I was like, told you! Like, I looked at this man and I went, obviously. And my mom was just like, no! He's not. This is just the way that artists from that era used to dress and look. I'm like, all right, cool. We'll go along with that if it helps your psyche really go through it. But yeah, now we have artists like Todrick Hall, like Troye Sivan, like was it Sam? Oh God. Forget I was saying something. I can't remember his name, and I feel horrible. Kieran Lonsdale. We have Rappers, Bryant, who is one of my favorite rappers. Last Offense. I don't listen to Last Offense anymore though, but I used to listen to Last Offense. But we have like Last Offense. We have in almost every genre someone who does not fit the straight title or the straight sexual orientation fit into that box and is killing it and doing their thing and have their fans and is like, you know, just living life. And I am just happy about that. I am just happy to see that. I hope music keeps going in that direction. I hope movies and, you know, everything just keeps going in that direction where everyone gets represented in media, in whatever media, in all media. So yeah, let me know what you think. What other artists for you, like for them, you know, being out and open and just putting out their music is just like the greatest thing alive. It just makes you feel so happy. One artist I didn't talk about is Boy Some Pop. Him, I actually don't know his orientation. Don't really care. Don't really know his orientation, but he does do a lot of songs for shows like that have gay storylines. So like one of the first songs I heard from him was Jigsaw Heart. You complete my jigsaw heart, which was a little short story about two dudes, and one of them was talking to his mom on a gay chat app because she was trying to find a way to relate to him, and that was the only way she could think of to pretend to be a man and talk to him on the chat app. It was an ad for the chat app. That's what it was, but it was a cute little short story. And he did, he's done music for some Studio Wabi Sabi shows as well. I think he's now probably the go-to voice of, we have a gay storyline, get him. Because it's to the point where I'm hearing a song going, that sounds like somebody trying to sound like Boy Some. Oh, it is him. But yeah, that's what, that's one of the artists as well that I'm happy to see because he's found his audience. And he's running with it. Like, go dude. Now, I'm actually in my car before work recording this because this is now the only time I have in a quiet studio space because the little studio my husband set up for me is gone. It's taken. For now, I'm probably not going to get that back for like 6 months. And that's just life. That's just the way life is. Now I'll try to keep everyone updated on what's going on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. I need to post there more. So you can follow me. It's all Time for BL except for Twitter, which I think is BL Time for because I'm weird and I don't know how to enter things properly. Definitely check those out. Follow me for any updates if I need to give any updates. If I'm going to be busy and I can't do an episode, I'm going to talk about that on Twitter, most likely. So follow me on all my platforms. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was wonderful talking to you guys. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and night, whatever it is, wherever you are.